Alright. And alright, there we go. What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 / Grand Theft Auto Online live stream. This is live stream number 4, and as you see it, as you can clearly see, there is an entity XF right in the back of me. Well, it's just because I recently just got it from the casino, and I absolutely love this car. Alright, so you guys are wondering, what are my thoughts about this car being the podium? Well, I had two reactions. One is, oh god, it's not $1 million supercar. But the thing is, this supercar was the king from way back when, and now this is actually the first time that we ever have in a while that actually has that basically had a supercar that was around at least around $700,000. Which, keep in mind, the most expensive car when this game came out was around $1 million. And do I like it? Well, depends on your definition of like.
I'm hoping the Pounders will kill Liberty City Rats in that game tonight so I can vent some of my pent-up aggression.
Because although it is actually an interesting vehicle to actually go on with, um, you know what? Since this vehicle is on sale, I might as well buy it. Where the heck are you? Ah, found it. I actually wanted to buy this car for a while now, and never got a chance to. So, there's that. There you go, it's now in the workshop.
Something, I feel like I'm living in paradise, you know what I'm saying?
When it comes to cars like the NTXF or the Adder or basically the Cheetah, these cars nowadays are they're pretty much a full-on classic in this game's world by then. But the reasons why they're not classics is for very good reasons, and that is because this game came out around 2013. Keep in mind, I literally graduated middle school in 2013, and now I am in my early 20s playing this game, and this is a 7-year-old game. Keep that in mind. Alright. So yeah, when I watched the stream, literally, like the stream I literally did yesterday, unfortunately, it didn't even capture my voice, and there is a reason why, and that reason is because this is a weird thing about my controller. Every time my controller dies, not only that to literally reconnect the controller into the charger, but
I think I'm gonna pick up
um,
smoking.
Oh, please.
yay, it showed up. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Um, there's another thing that usually happens when my controller dies, the and that is due to the fact that my controller is hooked up to the it's due to the fact that since my microphone is literally hooked up to the controller, once it dies, I have to literally not only have to reconnect the
What do you
controller,
need?
but I have to
You got a nice
redo,
fleet,
not
boss.
redo, but I have to like um, do as much as possible to actually get to what I need to do. So there's that. Um,
Did I mention that I have an MBA?
Alright, going
Your
Kuruma,
personal vehicle is being brought up now.
and the reason why I'm going Kuruma since is double money NRP on not client jobs, but it's more like it's double money NRP on like basically anything that involves a business that will include and that will include all the CEO type missions. Oh, well, you know, the one's already okay. I'm not trying to say that it's predictable on which one, on where every single one of these is up, or is that because sometimes you never know. You might be in the same location, but you never know. They might be moving. That is, if they're standing still, that means they're not in a vehicle. But if they're moving, that means they're in a vehicle. So there's that. Unfortunately, I ended up being the case of waking up. I chose violence when I woke up. Alright then. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Yep, one was moving. Alright then. Sorry. Sorry, I think that was a phoenix that I hit. My God. And also, I cannot believe I actually forgot to actually hook up my microphone from yesterday due to the fact that, um, literally, the live stream didn't capture my voice, so unfortunately, I had to like think about what I need to do next because, like, end up ending the live stream, not realizing that I didn't. Not only that the call took me an hour or so, but like it didn't catch my voice, and my controller keeps dying. So yeah. So for those that are wondering what basically shit I was talking about yesterday, it was about specialty customization versus aerodynamic customization, and the racing history was about the Supra, but unfortunately, due to the fact that, like I said, it didn't catch my voice, I was talking my head off, and yeah, it didn't catch it very well. So, due to that setback, I'm planning on, so literally, in terms of today's racing cliche, it's gonna be like yesterday, where I talk about specialty customization versus aerodynamic customization, and another one, I think the vehicle history is gonna be about the Supra, or also known as the one that everyone likes to boost, or talking big horsepower. So yeah, but don't worry, I usually do racing cliches first in 30 minutes, and then an hour talking about vehicle history. So there's that. Hope you guys having a dope day so far, because this is gonna be some interesting stuff right here. Alright.
What the hell? You fucking piece of shit!
Okay, apparently he's.
I'll kill you!
Oh my goodness, this is like an Austin Powers movie. Why won't you die? Oh my god. Jesus, could have done that earlier. Alright, moving on. I literally just passed the officer. I did nothing wrong. But yeah, if you see what I earned right there, that was 44,000. Great. Alright, give me a moment. Sorry about that. I don't know, it's gonna be. I'm gonna risk it. Oh shoot! Shoot! Dang it! Wait, you can't reach me from here. Ah! Don't worry, I'm not taking anything important. I'm just taking the card. Ow! 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 Okay, not gonna lie, he should have woke up right when that happens. I mean, like dead serious, like literally any anything that is like a boom noise should have woke him up. Like what in the world? Yeah, he slept through all that. All right. So it looks like I have to wait at least 3 minutes for the rest of them. But in terms of Headhunter, I had to wait literally 8 minutes. Sorry, Manana, but yeah, not gonna lie. In terms of which lowrider is now the most expensive, it's quite simple. It's the Manana, costing around $925,000, which is literally close to $1 million, literally, and it makes the Impala very cheap. Like what are doing? If I remember correctly, I believe that the Voodoo is around. I say it'll be around $490,000, which in GTA money it's not bad. Like you're paying for what you're buying, so you're basically paying like $5 grand extra for essentially a lowrider that was completely rusted from GTA 4. You know, they could have given us a GTA 4 version, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
anything you need, boss.
Interesting. Margaret, I need to call my 770.
What do you need? How do you choose between your children? They're bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
Thank you, Margaret. Anything for it? It's like RX might be more good at. No problem. This actually is like no joke. Like the first time I ever played it, I'm like, because I was legit nervous about playing Car X. This is like my first time I ever played something that is literally a drifting simulation type of game, and I was legit nervous. Like I don't know how to like tune my car correctly, so I literally just throw in the tune, and then just put as much camber as possible, and then like wing it. But then I learned about the adhesion, the tire pressure, as well as what to do and what not to do. So basically, for example, do not have do not have a crap ton of camber, because like that series is gonna be spinning all over the place. But yeah, nonetheless, it was actually that game is actually pretty fun. Um, huh. No, I'm not gonna put a bomb on there. I literally just bought this car. Anyways, so the reason why I actually ended up picking up Car X is because of 3 reasons. One, I didn't have anything to record, and 2, I need a game that actually wants me to do better. And 3, because well, I actually do like the car lists in the game, so there's that. I think it was custom skirts. I'm not gonna put a spoiler because that's kind of. I'm nuts. I just really like this car. Okay. Well, yeah. In terms of like um, there's like one. In terms of the third reason, is actually is legit because like they have literally a really good car selection that balances not it doesn't just balance anything, but it has like a really interesting like I was legit interested in the game that actually has like a lot of potential of being recorded live, and I was like, oh okay, that totally is gonna work, and guess what? It actually worked. And I was actually shocked when like, oh, okay, so people legit watch car X drift racing like like the car legit just came out. And oh man, I actually do like. There's one thing I liked about car X is the fact that the customization is just endless. Like even though yes, you have to pick a bike kit and you have to do a lot of everything else, it still gives you like it gives you that vibe that most people are searching for in racing games these days, and I actually found it. And not to mention, at the same time, I wanted to actually do like I want to actually stream Gran Turismo, which keep in mind at the time the the game itself um, has got a lot more stuff going on, but yeah, it was like the last time that it gotten popular because of like the way Gran Turismo is now. It's um it's not. It's not good because like literally the game literally was just fine until they had an update where they fixed everything from the competitive side, but in terms of the casual side, like ranging from like going through multiplayer and stuff. Unfortunately, there's a thing where that started all as a Mario Kart Street. Yes, I am actually. I'm actually excited, but unfortunately, I do it even though yes, I have a PC. I don't have any type of way to actually get it. So I'm waiting for the console release, so that will be in the channel. That's one thing for sure. Um, but okay, if there's one thing I like to do is that I think for a separate video I want to list um, the things that most people want in CarX Street, and then there's things I want to see in CarX Street. It, most people's opinion may differ from from anyone else's. So like for example, like they want like if they want like they want like more cars, and for me I just like variety. Like don't just give us just Japanese cars because that'll be like okay you just give us a like an indie Wanga Midnight, which keep in mind it's a Japanese game that takes place in Japan, excluding not excluding that basically including all around the Wangan line, or aka the Shitoku Highway. Um, the other one, another thing that most people didn't realize that when it comes to cars, a lot of people wanted more than 200 cars, which keep in mind if they actually have that, that means that the game is gonna be around. That's gonna be a lot of gigabytes. In fact, it might be even close to terabyte territory. And for me, I'm just glad that we got another getting another Car X game because even though in the mobile version there's already like 3 Car X games, which including, well, no, there's 4 of them because the one game that I know that is being forgotten and I haven't played it yet is Car X Rally, and it was one of those cases where it's like, oh yeah, we forgot we actually had that game. Oh, but another one would have been Car X Highway Racing, which not my favorite it's because not only that it's simplified, but it's not because of like the cars aren't customizable. Like you can only upgrade them to a certain extent, and um, like if I remember correctly, if there's one thing that's worse about CarX Highway is the fact that they actually go through gas. Like they have like a limit amount of things you can do, and it was pretty messed up. I'm like, okay, so I can't do jack without without getting myself without having myself running out of gas because I need gas to actually do events, and I can't do events, can't make money, and yeah, it makes no sense at all. Um, and then there are the main car extras technologies games, which is Car Extra Racing, Car Extras Racing 2. The second game is kind of like the ones that you see online. The only difference being that um, the only difference is that we're getting a lot of things later than the mobile version. Because I mean, seriously, the mobile version already has like around 80 something cars, if I remember correctly. So I see if I remember correctly, there are 83 cars now in Car Extra Racing just 2, and that is legit including the other versions of what's it called? Like that, and it's legit including like the other versions of not including the other versions, but it's like, for example, has Char killed me yet? No, I'm in a lobby by myself. That's the reason why I'm over. In fact, look, leave because of it. Dang. Um, not to mention, um, that wasn't a try that. Actually, that wasn't a try hard. You just actually killed by a griefer. And for those that, okay, in terms of GTA dictionary, for those that don't know what a griefer is legit, like, they're a try hard, but they're a wannabe try hard. In fact, they're way worse than a try hard. In fact, pretty sure I remember correctly, the reason why, um, the reason why, tryhards go after, the reason why most people that wear, like, military-esque type outfits is because it's like, oh no, don't tell. He's like, okay, he's either a griefer or a tryhard. And here's the thing: griefers don't care on wherever you carry. They just want to blow. They just want to blow it up. And like, but the game told me to do it. Doing car meets are fun, blah, but when you're not doing car meets, it's just boring. Well, right now, well, right now I'm actually doing what's that called? I'm actually grinding, so there's that. um, to get ready for the next update. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so in terms of tryhards, in terms of tryhard goes like if a legit tryhard goes after the griefer usually runs away because they're like, oh man, I can't go up. Like, it's like, man, I can't beat him. He's a tryhard. It's like, then why are you going after other people thinking like they want to fight you? Really. That's like my biggest pet peeve. Is like you destroy people's cargo, but when a legit tryhard comes in and tries to fight you, you actually run away and say like, I'm not trying to fight. And it's like, okay, then why are you blowing up people's stuff? Um. Now back to the main topic at hand. So in terms of CarX Streets, I am here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that you can actually customize individual parts, like not just like a set of headlights or a set of taillights. Like, I'm talking like individual headlight, like something like from Hashiria Drifter, wherever that game is. You can actually swap out individual headlights and taillights. Another thing you can actually do is what's that called? And this actually is not a bad idea. It is that yes, the tuning can be redefined, but it is one thing that I like about anything that involving racing games, the fact that the customization needs to be massive. Like, a lot of people want a lot of cars and a lot of customization, but some games cannot give us more than what we wanted. For example, in terms of Need for Speed, even though there's 130 cars, well, 134 if you have the not the update, but if you had the what's that called? If you have the DLC, then you're able to not DLC. If you have the deluxe edition, then you have to get a new let's see. So in terms of um as I try so example, let's say let's say you got a okay, let's say for example you got an E36 M3 and you want, I see, no, I see, I'm trying to think of game example. Okay, so in terms of any racing game out there, like for example, Forza, even though they got a lot of cars, they like they don't meet they not they don't meet up they don't have any not potential, but they don't meet up with the customization criteria, because Need for Speed is already the king of that. But in terms of Need for Speed, even though there's a lot of parts and a lot of cars, the environment is just not, it's not massive. Like there's no way of getting lost in the new game. In fact, if there's one game that I know that you can actually figure out which game is bigger, then that will have to be like, I want Car X Street to actually have that itch. Like, yeah, they need to have like a really giant, pretty much a giant city to actually for us to roam in, including highways, cities, heck even the canyon runs, which actually doesn't sound that bad. Oh, speaking of customization, today racing cliche. Um, since my mic wasn't in on it wasn't on yesterday. Even though, yeah, it was only 16 minutes, I was in a phone call and I forgot to unplug and plug in. Let's see, I forgot to plug in the actual what's that called? Plug in the microphone. So yeah, there's that. Today's racing cliche is something that I want to talk about for a while, and that is specialty customization versus aerodynamic customization. Now, you're wondering, really, dude? Customization? Come on. Like many people don't want to go around and um, like a lot of people don't want to go around and customize the cars. Like it gets boring. Well, I like customization, and yeah, there's that. Anyways, so for those who are wondering, what the heck is specialty customization and what is aerodynamic customization? Well, so aerodynamic customization is basically the car that helps with aero. So things such as splitters, diffusers, or heck, even wings can actually help with downforce, and as well as aerodynamics. Um, and heck, that also includes anything that ranges from bumpers to side skirts to hoods to even wings, roofs, spoilers, um, and etc. Specialty customization is what it is. It's a specialty. So things such as amplifiers, speakers, subwoofers, um, doors, bags, you it will be in a specialty shop. Now, let's see, also lights also counts, but lights is a different subject entirely. And what I mean by that is that figuratively and literally, um, let's see, figuratively and literally, both, um, both lights and wheels literally counts as both a specialty item and a aerodynamic item. So, what was I wondering? Okay, what makes this so what makes lights so special? Well, it has to do with what people do to the lights. Because on one hand, you see people doing LEDs and as well as LED strips on those specific cars. On the other hand, you have, let's see, yeah, on the other hand, you have, um,
There's the
people
boss.
doing
Hi there. What do you
they
need?
literally replace
You have
one
a
of the
nice
headlights
Jeep,
with an
boss.
intake, and to actually
They're
pull
bringing your
some
personal
air in,
vehicle
so
around right
that
now.
way the engine can keep cool, which is not a bad idea. Even though that some cars don't come with legit grills, it's not a bad idea to actually replace one of your lights with one. So So another thing. Okay. So what about the other ones? Well, that's quite simple. Well, that's all right. So in terms of the term specialty customization, where did it came from? Well, the specialty customization came from something that you might recognize. Need for Speed Underground 2. And at that point, the game itself is what most people will call it the rice simulation, because the more crap you have in a car, the more popular your game. And it's sometimes true, but keep in mind this was way back in the 2000s, and alright then. Alright, that was the thing. Oh yeah. So in terms of like speaker wise, it's pretty much not speaker wise, in terms of like why is it called a specialty shop? Well, it's essentially it's kind of like the Vanity Items of Need for Speed, as well as I forgot what they were called in. Oh no, actually I remember. In Minute Club they were called extras, which they give you bags, hydraulics, and um, heck, even the abilities that you get in Minute Club from Minute Club 3. But what a lot of people didn't realize is the fact that at the time, because at the same time, those cars are pretty they were pretty customizable back then. I mean seriously, if you look at this, I mean seriously, if you look at the early to mid to late 2000s, you would know that the car customization game was big back in those times. So that would include anything from ranging from Civics, Scion TCs, Scion XPs, Hyundai Tiburons, Mitsubishi Lancers, and many more. And that also includes the truck. It also includes trucks as well. So yeah, if you think of okay, then why do I see Civics with like a bunch of stickers? Well, it's okay. Give those Civics guys a break. Like most people, um, since literally it's literally their baby. That's basically what it is. Um, and if you want to build a show car, go for it. Like, even though those parts are gonna be ridiculously expensive, and the car's gonna be expensive in the end, it's still gonna be one of the best things you ever do to a car, and that's to actually build a car just for show. And it's basically it depends on how much hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that you put onto the car. So that also including looking up research and see what hasn't been done yet. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so let me explain both the pros and cons of specialty customization versus aerodynamic customization. So in terms of aerodynamic customization, it's actually easy. It's the pros is that you can actually tune the aerodynamics of said parts, and those parts can be beneficial depending on what kind of um, kind of stuff you put on the car. So including like if you have a wing if you don't have like a giant wing on the car and you have like sticky tires and you need to be playing on the ground, then you're good. Other times, some parts are meant for like special, like different types of racing. Like for example, you see those like legit drag spoilers, and they're for drag racing. You just see a wing that is bigger than the rest of the car. It might be for a show car, or you see like you see a car that doesn't produce downforce at all. Then that's like, okay, that's for like a drift car or something. Or if you see no wing, then that means like they're well, that's like their favorite thing to do. It's like, don't put a wing on the car. Now what's the thing? Oh yeah. So in terms of in terms of specialty customization, there's a lot of stuff to be thrown around because in terms of wait, no, actually I forgot to explain the cons of aerodynamic customization. Okay, I do remember now. The cons of aerodynamic customization is that the licensing is a giant pain. Like, if you think about it this way, you have to ask a lot of manufacturers to actually consider using the parts that they actually provide in terms of if you want them to if you want the game to have customization. But other times the other customization is not even there. Like, it's pretty much one of the things where it's like, okay, let's see what I can actually do here. Uh, let's see, I'm gonna put a wing there, gonna put a bike kit here, and it's like, okay, how much is this going to be in terms of like, um, what's that called? I was like, how much is the car gonna be in terms of what I want to actually put on the vehicle? And sometimes it's a good thing, other times it's a bad thing. Specialty customization. That's gonna be a hard pill to swallow because the pros of it is that not all the parts are gonna be expensive. Like for example, if you look at Need for Speed Underground 2's specialty shop, you will know that if you bring in a truck, you have a lot more space for. Okay, that's thank you, this website. Anyways, so yeah, overall, so in terms of the pros of specialty customization, that it is customization galore. As in, you can actually put whatever you want inside of the trunk, or you can have different types of doors, or heck, you can even add you can even add you can have bags or hydraulics, and it will still be a show car. The downside of it is that those vanity items or specialty items, they're not really good for racing. As in, literally, um, the only thing that is going to do is just make the car weigh a lot more than anticipated. And not to mention, a lot of that mess can actually lead to more weight. So in terms of a comparison, um, if there's a car that has like a giant stereo system on the car, then you're basically driving around a car with half of a Fiat 500 attached to it. So yeah, that's literally what most people don't like about um, and not to mention, some of these things are kind of outdated. And no, I'm not saying it to discourage people who want to actually put a speaker system in the car. I'm saying that some of these things are kind of outdated. For example, a lot of people put monitors on the back seats of the car, and they have a game system that is attached to those monitors, and they even have the same thing but in the trunk. And it's even insane. Heck, it even happens with uh, with like games that actually use against systems that uses HDMI, which not all monitors use HDMI type of plugs. In fact, I'm pretty sure for most people, monitors were a thing back in the 2000s, but around like 2010 and over, it just kind of gotten outdated. But like it's not outdated by the years that it actually has. I mean, seriously, my brother used to do that. Like, no joke, he had a Ford Taurus. He had giant wheels, actually giant rims on the car, basically 24s, and a he had a not a digital screen, but it has like a digital monitor in the back of the car, not back of the car, in the back of the seats, and he had a PS2 attached to it. And it's like, okay, cool, I can play Midnight Club. And actually, that's the only thing that's also, I think that's another positive, is that if the kids are kind of bored and they want to actually see what games, games that you may have, you might as well just put in Midnight Club or Need for Speed or basically anything that is related to your childhood. Oh my god. But yeah, nonetheless, specialty customization is special because, well, it's a specialty. It's meant to be different. But, that's on you. So, yeah, that's today's racing cliche. Uh, I need water after that. Yeah, I made it. This is. And that's how you know I can't drive to save my life. Crap. Okay. Alright. Wait, 4.7? God dang it. Okay. Why you do this? Why you do this to me, game? Why do you have to pick the farthest points? This is I went farther places than this, but Jesus. Oh wait, no, that's a barrier. Okay. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, actually, not all. Instead of the Supra, I think I have another vehicle I want to talk about entirely. And it relates to the vehicle that I'm driving right now. So there's that. Oh man. Alright. Okay, that's what I was say. Why? Okay, yeah, it doesn't make sense why I don't have a window. Ay, ay. Huh. I mean, then again, um, usually when it comes to like show cars, they usually are really expensive. They're more expensive than building a race car because literally the car that you're building has to have like legit qualities. Like for example, like let's say that you want to build up a wide body Honda Accord, but you don't know where to start, and then you look up a bunch of things that you need to make sure that they're real. Because if they're not real, that means that that means that the car is running reps, and that actually means that you're literally just faking it till you make it. But nonetheless, it's not as bad as people thought it would be. Like no joke. And I see how okay, here's a true story. So right after the gym, all right, I've noticed a specific type of let's see. And I remember correctly that there was an evasive um, motorsport, hard motorsport. I think it's called. I think it was a warehouse, if I remember correctly. And it says evasive motorsport on it. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I correct? And like, yep, it's actually what it is. It was a parts store, and I was like, oh snap! I can't believe like there was a parts store that's literally right here where I live. So there's that, which I thought was pretty cool. That you can actually have a you have something that you can actually go to if you want to actually get legit parts. Alright, now in terms of Garrick Street, there's actually many things I want to talk about, but I'll be saving that for I'll probably gonna save that for tomorrow, because I'm probably gonna doing a video about things that I want to see in the new Garrick's game. So like Garrick Street is, I know it's coming out on console, but I am just hoping it actually blows away my expectations, because keep in mind that the first time I ever got into CarX, I went in completely blind. So I didn't expect anything from CarX and CarX Street Racing, but dear lord, that mess threw me for a loop. I'm like, okay, hold on. How come AAA game developers are they're literally ignoring CarX technologies, and they're like, oh, and they're over caring about how much money they're gonna be making. No, they should care about they should know what CarX is doing. Like they give us a lot more content throughout the years. And keep in mind, I got the game in 2020, so there's that. Like only experienced that game for like a year straight. Oh, I gotta go. Okay. Oh snap, oh snap, oh snap. Okay, we're good.
I can't wait for a real man to come into
Wait, oh there it is. I was like, wait, where's the package? There it is. Great. No, that's not it. Wait, found it. Huh, how convenient. Kids don't try this at home. That's the last thing that's the thing he's like, I was like, guys, do not try this at home. Anyway, so I went to YouTube, right, and I was looking through the feed, and then I saw the history behind GTA as a whole, as an entire game series, and I didn't know that the game was, here's the thing, although there was controversy around GTA, which including all the violence and violence and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, and dear lord, I can't believe this. And keep in mind, this was around the 1990s, and at that time, the 90s was full of controversies. Like, no joke, ranging from the ESRB rating that Mortal Kombat legit made to GTA being a violent game around 97, and heck, many people were heck the game devs are even like, okay, I think this is getting a little out of hand, and I didn't realize that GTA was legit a top-down view from. It was like a legit top-down view from what it is, and it's like, okay, that's pretty neat. Like, it's classic. Like, most people don't experience classic games. Like, come on now. I mean, then again, we still get those to this day, but it's whatever. But yeah, it's actually but my God, the only and the one that stuck out to me the most was GTA San Andreas, and there is a good reason why. Because my brother played, it, and it was actually pretty cool. And I can't speak today. I think he did. I don't think he completely beat the game. I know my cousin did, but I don't think my brother did. Like, legit rented the game and rented the game from Blockbuster, and then I think at one point actually returned the game, and it's like, okay, that was an interesting type of game to actually play. But here's what. So this is what I didn't know about, and I didn't realize that GTA was also available for PC. So keep in mind, I didn't get the game for PC. What I do know was around like, I think it was like a month later when the game was released. Um, they found I think it was called a hot coffee mod, and I was like, oh no. It was like, wait, what? I'm like, wait a minute, what's the hot coffee mod? And then they explained it. I'm like, oh no, no wonder why they actually pulled the game off of shelves and redid everything. And it's like, oh no, what in the world is this? And the crazy part is that even the developers of San Andreas don't know who put in the code for that. Like, it was pretty insane. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. All right, it has been an hour. It's time we talk about today's vehicle history. And today we're taking a look at the three diamonds that actually not start at all, but the three diamonds that actually dominated the rallies, and they dominated our hearts too. So today's vehicle history, we'll be taking a look at the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. Or, well, if you want a different vehicle history about the Lancer, just let me know down below. But today we're taking a look at the Evos. So, in order to differentiate every single Lancer that you usually see, we have to take a look around the 1980s. And the 1980s is when we got the Mitsubishi Lancer. And it didn't go so well. Like, not to mention, the car itself was a born sedan that actually had a two. I think it has either 1.6 or 1.8 liter and it usually
They're bringing your
wasn't a
personal
very
vehicle
good
around
idea
right
to
now.
actually get those cars. But the thing is, they enter the Lancer in Grand Prix, or not Grand Prix, in World Rally, and then it was it was dominating, not dominating, but it was doing really well in Group A, and excuse me, and it was just how insane the car was when when the cars first came out. So, in terms of Group B, Mitsubishi was about to keep in mind Mitsubishi was about to enter Group B with their Styrian, or for those in the US, we actually had them not just the Styrian, but we also got them as Chrysler Conquests. But still, it was a pretty interesting thing to actually get. What else is there? Um, but unfortunately, the fact that Group B was legit every, outlawed by the FIA due to the fact that it had a bunch of fatal car crashes, as well as um, it had a bunch of fatal crashes, following by a number of fatalities that most of the drivers received, and it was outlawed for good. So, so literally, Mitsubishi have a Group B rally car that's half finished. So, what do? Well, you toss in the guts of the Styrian and you transfuse them into a Galant. And how they did? It actually dominated. Like, no joke, it was doing really well. Unfortunately, due to the fact that the Group A tracks were getting a lot tighter than usual. So, in terms of what most people have done, well, they've done what most people have done, and that is to victory and literally get they actually will actually get what they actually need, and that is to literally go to where they need to go, and that is well, it's quite simple really. It's oh yeah, they swap in their bigger vehicles with their smaller ones. So in terms of what car swap with who, well, in terms, so let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. All right. So in terms of what car switched to who, um, Ford swapping their Ford swapping their Sierra, the Escort with the Sierra, Toyota Saga with the Corolla, Subaru the Legacy with the Impreza, and the Galant with the Lancer, the good old Lancelot of Lancers, aka then again you drive an evolution of an Evo, but then again, this is only the first evolution of the Evo, aka the Evo 1, which started this whole trend of Evos from from to a from literally the 1990s onward. So, but I was wondering, okay, how do they actually do things in terms of Evo? Well, with the Evo, they give it massive, not massive, but they give it slight upgrades to the Evo, and let me differentiate it from the Lancer counterpart is the fact that not only has a body kit, but has a bigger turbo. Oh, actually, in fact, it actually came with a turbo, and it's basically best one of the best engines to actually go around with, which is a 4A, not 4AG, it was the 4G63, my mistake. And yeah, it actually legit came with turbo, and is a 2-liter 4-cylinder that made around a whopping 215 horsepower. And no, I am not joking when I say that. And The reason why I say that is because, well, it's because of the gentleman's agreement. And yes, you're gonna hear me say that mess a lot. And by a lot, I meant a lot. Anyway, so in terms of regulations, um, it's not just regulations, but in terms to participate, yep, yeah, I can speak say. In order to participate in the um, FIA's rally thing, they have to sell 5,000 of those. And yeah, 5,000. That's not much if you think about it. I mean, then again, a lot of people wanted a Lancer. In fact, they wanted a Lancer Evolution, or it was known as the Evo 1. Then I think 2 years later they came in with the Evo 2. The only difference is that it had a badging on the hood. And I think that's about it. Oh, and had a bigger bigger turbo. It had lighter, well, basically lighter everything. So that also including having steel wheels, which at the time steel wheels was considered, well, light. So there's that. Anyways, 2 years later, I see that's another 2 years later. Uh, Mitsubishi introduced the Evo 3, which is slightly different, and it was driven by the leader of the Emperor team. Which, keep in mind that the Emperor team is not considered is made of entirely of Evos. Oh, don't give. Oh, and don't get me started on. Man, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So for the most part, um, oh my God. My goodness, shut it, Naval. Anyways. Gosh, talk. Oh, wait. Thank you. I was about to say, man, I'm trying to. You interrupting my live stream with your backstory. Anyways, so in terms of the next Evo, it was the Evo 4, and it gotten a slight how do I say this? It was given a slight not a slight upgrade, but it was given a what's it called? It was given a slight redesign. And by slight, I meant it looked nothing like the first three Evos. In fact, the Evo 4, um, actually, in my opinion, it actually looked very interesting. But in my opinion, so in terms of the first three Evos, the Evo 3 is my favorite. But in terms of the second orientations of Evos, the Evos 4, 5, and 6, the Evo 5 is pretty much my favorite out of those two. Out of the Evo 4, 5, 6 era of what's it called? The era of the Evos. But yeah. Not to mention oh yeah, did I mention something really interesting? Oh yeah. Mitsubishi was killing it in Group B. In fact, they were all winning almost every single one of those races. I mean, they may not be an R32 GTR, but dear lord, they were dominating the mess out of, and the absolute mess out of They thought they have to mess out of the Group B rally. West Tommy Buchanan behind the wheel of both Evos 5 and 6. They were destroying every single thing entirely. And there's also, well, I mean, then again, the Sega did cheat on one of the races, so there's that. Um, so anyway, so in terms of, so in the early 2000s, see, the early to mid 2000s, we were given the same the last orientation versions of the Evos, and now will be maybe all Evo 7s. It'll be the Evo 7, 8, and 9. And and us Americans, we didn't get any Evos. In fact, the only thing we gotten was Mitsubishi Lancers and the Mitsubishi Mirage, which in technicality, they're basically the same thing as Evos, but they're only front-wheel drive, and not to mention they're basically two-door Lancers. That's basically what they are. And I know you're thinking, okay, so what is this so special about the Evos 7, 8, and 9? Well, we may not get the Evo 7, but we were given the Evo 8s, and this was like their third to last generation before we even gotten the rest. In fact, it's weird that we have gotten the Evo 8s when in actuality we could have gotten the Evo 7. Ay, oh, I can't believe I messed that up. Good.
Well, that was not good. Come, we regroup.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So in terms of why we're giving the Evo 8 instead of like giving us an Evo 7 and then give us the 8 and 9 and 10. The reason being because, well, it's quite simple. The actual the Evos that we have never gotten, well, here's the thing. We had Lancers. Unfortunately, they never give us the Evos. Which, yeah. Yeah, also keep in mind this actually is not that bad of a thing, but most people will say that um that both Evo 8 and Evo 9 were cool cars. Unfortunately, they have a tendency to have a problem that I want to talk about, and that problem is what's that called? Oh, I remember now. There are oh yeah, there was a thing called shoot, I can't believe it. What was I supposed to say? Oh yeah, it was called oh yeah, transfer case. The transfer case and the evos are pretty. They don't last that long. Is what I'm trying to say. In fact, even though there are literally jokes about Subaru having gasket problems, that's just the engine. Everyone can actually fix that. But when it comes to things such as
You know how important it is for weapons we use to be unmarked, untraceable. Otherwise, we leave one clue behind and Mr. Rubio will find us sooner or later.
ow,
My
ow, ow.
suggestion? Make sure the clue leads him to someone else. I have location of gang operating out of swanky office block who are bringing a nice little shipment of unregistered weapons. We go there, take them, and this covers our tracks.
Huh. Okay, that makes no sense. Anyways, Well, yeah, there were so many versions of Evos. It's not even funny. Okay, so in terms of the U.S. version of the Evos, even though they're not as big as they were back in the 2000s, we have gotten plenty of them, and that includes the GSR, the MR, the FQ series in the Europe, in Europe, and heck, the Evos even have the station wagon version, which that actually sounds pretty cool. Like that's basically like checking all the boxes. You want an Evo, but the wife doesn't, but your wife doesn't want you to get an Evo. So what do you get? You get an Evo station wagon. Boom, problem solved. Um, AKA it was known as Sportback. Um, now the moment you guys been waiting for, and this is the final Evo that we were given in the U.S., Europe, and Japan alike. So, what is this car? Well, it's quite simple. It was the Evo 10. And the Evo 10, for those that are wondering, is how I got into cars in the first place. Now, for those that don't know, the Evo 10 wasn't powered by a 4G63. In fact, it was powered by the new engine that they actually gotten, which is the 4P11, which one, it's more powerful than the 4G63, and two, it's lighter than the 4G63.
You are
And
not far now. If you do not want to go through the main entrance, there will be quieter option via roof. Either way, there will be tough and bloody skirmish on the inside.
there we go. Wait, there's one more person there.
You piece of shit! Oh my god! They shot him! Oh, I will own you!
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, okay. Got the bulls already. Alright, cool. Okay. It's time for me to actually, now what was I saying? Oh yeah, so,
We are not looking for regular weapons. This is special shipment, probably kept in hidden gun locker somewhere.
I'm gonna kill you! Jesus Christ!
oh yeah. Alright. Um,
If you have trouble opening it, check for their computer. Probably remote system.
oh, I remember now. Okay, so the Evo 10 had a 4V11 instead of the 4G63, which actually had the car pushing around 290 horsepower, which, keep in mind, that's actually pretty decent for a four-door saloon that actually will do most things. That also includes, well, what was I say? Oh yeah. So yeah, for the most part, it's one of those things that you can actually that a lot of people can do without, and it's not that bad. It was
Okay,
actually
it's one thing to get them. It is
pretty
another thing to
interesting.
keep them. Get ready. You know, Capitan, in my youth, I would use personal weapons on operations such as this. Let me tell you, my late 20s were a turbulent time for this reason. I learned my lesson. Nothing personal, nothing with receipts, nothing with history. Everything new, everything clean.
Hmm. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So so yeah, there were a lot of evils in the in the late 2000s to even the early 2010s. So in terms of what we actually have, so most likely for us, we got the GSR, we got the MR, and then we got a different variant of it known as the Lancer Sportback. I was also wondering, the Sportback is literally an ordinary Lancer, but with a twist. Instead of it being a sedan, it was a wagon, and not to mention, instead of a 4B11, it was a 4B12, which is a 2.4 liter inline. Not inline four. It was an inline. Yeah, it was an inline four that it was an inline four that legit made only 170 horsepower. Which keep in mind, it was a regular Lancer, so don't be discouraged. But the thing is, um, but yeah, even though that we have more stuff than we can actually count in terms of Mitsubishi Lancers, um, unfortunately,
Welcome back,
I
Captain.
see.
That was
There's
a definite
also the
bust.
FQ
That's good
series that
because
even
then you have a tan. So
tune
now,
the Evo,
down to business.
as well as
Come
the
over to
Mitsubishi
this bridge
Rally Art, which
and I will
is
give you the tour.
a budget version of the Evo, which a lot of people actually wanted. Well, some people wanted it, others don't. So there's that. Unfortunately, the Evo was discontinued around the late 2015, and it is hard, man, because even though it was my favorite car, as it was one of my favorite Evos, and it was actually my it would have been my it was literally my legit dream car to actually get a Lancer Evo 10 in Phantom Black or in Rally Red. But and they even they even tried to give us another Lancer. Um, but unfortunately, the Lancer lineup was also discontinued 2 years later.
The
AKA, it
display
was
case in this
discontinued the
room
year I
is proving to be a
graduated.
challenge. We need
So
specialized plasma gutter to get through, but specialized means too easy to trace. And when you annoy a
So so I know you're thinking, okay, well about the aftermarket support. The aftermarket support is huge, okay? Most people would be like, oh no, what are you doing to that? I was like, dude, I'm modifying the mess out of it. In fact, there is a meme going on that literally if you have like if your Lancer is still running fine, that means that your car is stock. if your car has if your car has a lot of horsepower, then it's like, oh man, you're gonna blow up the engine. And here's the thing, the engine doesn't blow up, the transfer case does. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, that's today's vehicle history. Um, the Evo is one of those cars that give us a different mindset on the public how the public reacts to sports sedans going that is literally faster than, or say not it's not just faster, it can actually keep up with modern supercars to this day, which don't at me on that, but it actually is not a bad idea to actually go for things that you want to get. Oh, oh. Oh wait, hold on. Before we do anything else. Hmm. Oh.
Okay, you are in location, but not in gunfight. Nobody home? Perhaps they have started the job sooner than anticipated. Look around. There must be some plan, some document that will give clue to where they are. Something I can cross-reference. All I need is a photograph.
There you go.
Perfect. Now give me a moment. Got them. Sending you coordinates now.
Alright. So, we got, alright. Ouch. Now here's the thing. What I'm hoping for the next update is that they, I'm hoping they do what they did with the After Hours and they revisit some cars and give it more customization. Cause that would be sick. Like, no joke. I wouldn't mind if they give us, like, for example, they give us like Benny's versions of the Emperor as well as the mini supercars that you can actually Y-body. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you don't order rockets?
Get your damn heads down! Someone's down! Everyone down!
Oh, jeez. Oh, someone's still alive. Oh. Oh, jeez! If only this car is rear-wheel drive. Hey, how many are there? Okay, right now at this point, it's just pure chaos. Oh, jeez! Okay, now there's 3 more. Okay then. Ah. Okay. Can I get the item that I need? Thank you.
This shooting sounds very encouraging. You have the plasma cutter? Just get it back here and watch your back.
You haven't seen the darn thing yet, and it's still coming at me. Alrighty then. Ay, ay. But yeah. So literally, tomorrow I'm actually, before I start the Need Speed live stream, I'm gonna be doing a video about um, like the top 10 things that most people want in Car X Street. Well, like, it's like my version of what I wanted in Car X Street. So there's that. In terms of cars wise, I think A1 is like on par with what a lot of people wanted. Like a lot of people wanted cars that have not been in video games before. For example, like a Honda Accord or CRX or some other or cars that you haven't seen any games at all. Like for example, like a regular old Ford Focus. But then again, sometimes you get some, sometimes you get cars that are sometimes you get cars that you may or may not know that's gonna be in the game, which is gonna be very interesting. Hmm. Fingerprints clown. All right. All right then.
The fingerprint scanner we saw in Mr. Rubio's office is state-of-the-art. Ordinary hacking tools is out of the question, so we have only one option. We find the fail-safe tool. This is the backup which allows for reconstructing Mr. Rubio's fingerprints in emergency, and there is only one in existence, kept safe on the mainland by his head of cybersecurity. This and only this will allow us to hack the system. But first things first, we find his archives. Head to the coordinates I have sent you.
Okay, so I'm guessing El Rubio's old-fashioned. Because literally, um, and if you actually have seen spy movies, you will know that some spy movies have like a lock where it actually is literally is through via fingerprint. So yeah, sometimes that can actually happen. Ow. Alright. I just thought about this. But I actually do want to look like the, for my opinion on the new cars that are coming out today. Start off with the Mark 8. Mark 8's not bad looking. It actually is, in my opinion, it's literally, in my opinion, it's a lot. It's kind of like a Mark 7 Part 2. Like, it looks good, and I'm hoping that there's gonna be an R32 version of that. So there's that. Up next, the new BRZ and the new GR86. A lot of people, I'm just gonna say it, guys. This car is not about power; it's about handling. And the reason why the car has around 200 something horsepower is because literally, who in the world wants to use half of the horsepower that you were given in modern sports cars today? Like the 86 in the BRZ.
The location of the archives is rotated every few weeks. The current location is documented on the computer system in this warehouse. You must avoid surveillance cameras or destroy them, or just kill the tower. There will be circuit box not too far from here. There will be security inside. If you are not seen by the cameras, you will have element of surprise, yes? One of the cameras must have seen you. Now the men with the guns will be waiting for you inside.
Dang. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, if I know my circuit boxes, you should be around. Oh. Okay. Oh, I gotta be like, oh snap, he's here. I was like, oh.
Ah, they have seen you, yes? Better not to leave witnesses this time.
Hmm.
You motherfucker!
Well then. Come on. Drop already. Ah. Wait. There's still one more. I think. Hmm. Okay. Let's grab that.
Find the computer. We must get inside and get the location of the
Look at
archives.
the laptop.
I know
It's
what you are
right
thinking.
there.
Hacking into a cybersecurity system is like pissing into the wind, yes? Well, if I were American, I would agree with you. It worked. We have the location of the archive.
Hmm. Alright then. Let's see if I can actually get into one of these. Yes, I can. Oh man, I haven't driven these yet. And if you're wondering why I have avatars, okay? Leave me alone. I just want to drive these. Oh, and it sounds nice too. Hold on. I mean, then again, the Rebel is already really expensive. Like $1.1 million for an SUV. That is saying much. Hmm.
Almost there. Be careful. There will be more CCTV here.
Hmm. Oh. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. I'm just
What the fuck?
parking somewhere so I can actually go here. Alright. Okay, Novak's not bad to drive. It's just I then again I prefer my Taurus more, so there's that.
The tool you are looking for will be the size of a credit card. Look for something with antennae.
Or, you know, just go for literally the closest thing to it. Yeah,
Did you
corrected
find it?
it.
I strongly suggest you do not wait around.
And fucking I can jump. Ay, ay. But anyway, um, let's see. Yep, there's a Lampadine Novak. This is a Maserati. It's basically what it is. God, it is a Maserati. I just need to take a look at the front. Yeah, it's actually. Although you know, it is indeed a good-looking SUV. Like I said, I prefer the Taurus. Whee! Oh, jeez. Help! I'm stuck. Wait a minute. That makes no sense. Yeah, the tire's gonna pop soon. I know that for sure. If I keep on continuing with this. I'm surprised that the neighbors. I'm surprised that someone in that house isn't surprised that there's like a. And there's a Maserati stuck. And actually not just stuck, it's wedged. It's wedged between the houses all together. Oh wait, I could have just done this. Hmm. Huh. Well, it's indeed wedged in there. Sorry, Maserati, but I have to leave you behind. Okay. Hmm. Oh, geez, a car. Oh, it's a truck, but nonetheless, it's fun. It's a vehicle, and it has wheels. I'm saved. Man. Wait, there's another one here too. Oh, great. Hmm. Oh, what the heck is? What's wrong with my coat? My coat looks like the. Oh my goodness. My coat looks like it just came from the Matrix. Oh my god. This is a good sounding boat.
In our line of work, it pays to look ahead, Captain, to think of how we cover our tracks. And the most important way will be to destroy all vehicles, weapons, and equipment once we are finished. No
Hmm.
loose ends. Mr. Rubio takes hold of loose end. He will strangle you with it, yes?
Huh. Alright. Capitan, what happened to your Lamborghini? Left it behind. Was what? A SUV that I didn't bother buying. My goodness. Alright. Um. Yeah, no, this is actually not that bad. Alright. Equipment. Oh, great. Going to the construction site is the last thing I wanted to do.
Okay. To get through the drainage tunnel, we will need to cut the grate. To get through it underwater, we will need correct type of cutting torch. These we should be able to find easily at construction site. Although, less easy will be the armed guards. Apparently, industrial equipment goes missing very often in Los Santos.
Hmm. Okay. Oh snap! We've got the. What about the dinghy? Ay, ay. Ay, ay. Give me a moment. Okay, now I can call in. This is. What was I do? Oh yeah. Tell me to call in a regular car for once, cause so far, I mean, even though, yeah, I've driven around the 770 a lot. Not 770 a lot.
You through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll bring it by. I'll get back to it then.
Wait, where is? Why is it all the way over there? They could eat. Okay, Johnny, you could have easily put my Koenigsegg at the parking lot. Ow!
That shook me up. Dark bag! It's on, chump!
Get over here, bub. Hey, guy. Alright. That's an interesting horn.
So, avoiding these guards will be good practice for Mr. Rubio's island, yes? Or perhaps you practice art of disguise. You wear hard hat. In these places, no one asks questions. The torch will not just be lying around. You will need to search toolboxes and so on.
Okay, do I need... Okay, am I supposed to get a hard hat? Well, it's not gonna matter, because... Yeah. Well, it's time for me to go double center on those fools. Oh, then the roof. Okay. You know what? At some point, I might as well just make myself known. Hello, this horn. Not gonna lie, that is so weird. Is anybody on the... Oh my god, I just thought about this. Ah, great. They're on the bottom. Wait. Hard hats. Wait, hard hats. Oh, it's right here. Alright, I was about to say, did someone order pizza? Okay, now my character just looks stupid. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's funny how this is kind of like the that morgue mission, which FYI, I absolutely do not like that mission. I mean, seriously, why is it just, you want to know how many hearses I have destroyed because of that stupid mission? Well, not a lot, but I prefer the party one. I forgot what the other one was, but well, I haven't gotten that one yet. Hmm. Yes, it'll be really funny if my character legit just asks him, "Oh, do you guys know where if I can find a plasma gun?" Oh, yeah, it's right over there. Thank you, no problem. What in the world? Hmm. Okay, I know this looks boring, but I'm trying to blend in. I mean, seriously, why blend in when if I stand out? And my outfit legit stands out. Like in all seriousness, I look like a bougie contractor. Ay, ay, ay. Jesus, where in the world could it be? Hmm. If I was a plasma cutter, where the heck would I be? Yeah, no, time's up. Everything's dying.
Ah, from the sound of it, the guards have found you, yes? Don't worry, I'm sure you'll have more luck when evading Mr. Rubio's private army.
I'm sorry, but I am, at this point, losing my mind. Because I'm over here like, where in the world is this stupid plasma cutter? And not to mention, I couldn't do it everywhere else. Because I was trying to look for, oh my god, unless it's over there. Good.
Bring it back to me and I will store it for final operation.
Geronimo. Oh, great. That's my PSN. Uh, Hold on. Also, so you know, I'm playing this in an invite-only session. That's the reason why I'm legit concentrating on doing everything I can. Wait, what vehicles are they in? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Wait, is someone literally just climbing up here? Yeah, there's no one gonna get to me. What in the world? Wait, do I have any? Ah, great. Geronimo? Oh, jeez, yeah, I'm dying. This is. I'm over here, I'm like, yeah, there's no one gonna get me. Nope. Ended up I'm getting shot up instead. My god. Alright, I actually need to get out here before more guards show up. Because the last thing I need is for more guards to show up. And this, and this bright yellow Koenigsegg is not helping my case. Let's see. Okay. I don't know how they're gonna catch up, but I'm already going. Oh jeez. Crap, 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 crap. Dodge. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Oh jeez. Oh heck no.
What the hell?
God dang it. I literally just got this car. Nearly a couple hours. No, you scratched that. 2 hours. And I've already had this car shot up and had the tires blown. Yeah. My poor car did not deserve that. Anyways, if you look at the top on the day and the time, that's my gamer tag. Just so you know.
We should get together for a chai later. Sounds good. You are never gonna believe this.
Oh God, here comes the Matrix effect of my code again.
Ours is
Ay,
a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy it all. The only way to be safe, not sorry, yes? We leave behind a single piece of the jigsaw. Mr. Rubio will finish it.
my goodness. I can imagine like, Rubio will be like, okay, why is he? Where did he get all his stuff from? Like, how am I supposed to trace it back to him? It's like, fortunately, they're untraceable. So there's that. Ah, man. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to take a break from Kyle for now. I'm going to do it literally. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I meant to do. Oh my goodness. Oh God, it's it's the glossy black type, the glossy black material from the 2000s. Excuse me. I mean, like dead serious. Like if you've seen like gloss black pants or gloss black shirts, like you wondering what in the world are they made of that they got that shine. I believe it's glossy leather. I don't know, but dun dun dun. I know about bice dust. Oh my god. Anyways, this is um, this is the this is the podium card for this week. Um, there's only there's 5 vehicle discounts, and last but certainly not least, there are in terms of solo players, there is double money RP on VIP work as well as import export. So there's that. And of all the DLCs that I actually like doing the most and how I got most of my money, it's well, it was that and then actually it was third place on how I got most of my money. The second place being let's see, yeah, second place gotta go to the casino heist, and then first place is Kaya Perico, but third place goes to import export. How I actually is legit how I made most of my money. I mean, if it was triple money RP, then I don't mind.
You have any problems? You bring her back to me.
No problem. Anyway, um, I actually want to swap in, um, I want to swap in the XF with the Frankenstein that I have that's still in the garage, just collecting dust, and well, let's see how well it fits. Hmm. Alright then. How's that? Alright. Finally got in. Uh, yes, I'm transferring another vehicle to this garage. Let's see. Huh. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, then again, most people, um, huh. Actually, I do like the carbon black, but the yellow actually sets it off really well. Alright. Alright. Two coloring execs in the same garage. Huh. So another small key. I wonder how many keys there are. Like, what the, girl, this is not the 2000s. No one
You
wears
need
that
some, huh?
mess
One of
anymore.
your rides? Let me know.
Oh my god. Let's see. Arena Workshop. Wait. Yeah, the Frankenstein is there now.
It's
770.
coming at you. I'll get back to it then.
Ay, ay. It is one thing that actually separates from one thing to another. It's the fact that a lot of people, well, that most people, including me, just loves driving around, in really fast and expensive cars. But some people like the value of the cars they buy. For example, this Gubashi 770, aka in real life the Aston Martin 177, aka the rarest Aston Martin of them all, is pretty much what it's actually supposed to be. A V12 powered sports car that actually has that is a lot bigger than the Vanquish, and heck, even the DB9 in that same, well, not the same year, in a pretty much a different year. For God's sake! I have already called this car in. Oh my sticking god. What's that? But in case of a regular GTA NPC, aka the non-playable characters, they tend to quote unquote accidentally move their vehicle to to your direction and tend to hit them squarely in the face. That's basically how it seems.
What's wrong with her now?
A, a Buick Riviera accidentally hit me for some reason.
100%.
Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, so what most people do like about cars like these is the fact that, well, they give them, well, they give them something that they want to drive for, and something as much as this 770, aka 177, a really rare supercar. Well, I mean, it is kind of a supercar if you ask me. But to actually get a spec like this, which, well, as I'm wondering, I tried to recreate Volcano Red, which is one of the colors that was that was on the Aston Martin the Aston Martin 177 brochure, which I tried to recreate, but at the same time, it's not exactly Volcano Red, but it's still one of the many cars I know that actually has a really good looking, well, like this car is legit a Skittle. Like that's basically what it is. Some people painted it British green, others painted it silver, and heck, some people even painted it white and black. But for me, I chose a suitable color for this car, and that is Volcano Red. Okay, I was about to say, are they gonna go or?
Well, come on, and I'll send someone to see you.
Oh, for God's sake. Anyways, well, yeah. Overall, this car is one of the many cars I know that actually has a really cool, well, and not to mention, for most people, you may see, in my perspective, that they're both, they're both, both exhausts are spitting flames, but in terms of another player's perspective, I'm shooting one flame out of the exhaust, and the other one is not shooting at all. In fact, it seems to me like it's supposed to be it's a single exit type of vehicle. So yeah, there's that.
Daddy Totes needs to get me one of those.
Hmm. Now, when it comes to the role plays of this game, um, the what for those that actually play as cops in role plays like GTA RPs, do actually it's a really good question. Do most people that play as cops usually go for the cars that have go for cars that either has the minimalistic looks of of the vehicle, or they're ridiculously, or they go for like the ridiculous and the crazy, like the crazy paint jobs that a lot of people go for, or they go for something minimalistic like a bright neon green. But um, well, yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much on average a interesting take on car culture in GTA Online, and that's what I'm actually excited about, and that's the reason why I'm doing Calle Perico every chance I get. Is because in one moment we may get the DLC and we may not know about it. I mean, in all seriousness, a lot of people, like the first time they actually logged into GTA, they'll literally immediately go for the websites and see what's new, what's not new, and is there any discounts on it? And that's a really good question. Like, are there going to be any new discounts for the vehicles that we usually get? snap. God dang it. Of course this always happens. Well, yeah, most of the time, things can get escalated when it comes to. God dang it! God damn. Avoid this else. Let me just. Ay, ay. Sorry about that car. Actually, do like the how the colors, the color of the car actually matches the
What
interior.
miracle did you want me to
And
perform? Better than when she came in, that's for sure.
so yeah. Alrighty then. Let me just park somewhere for now. And stinking stick drift. God dang it.
Here for the magic touch?
Sorry, John. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Actually, I'm about to end the live stream soon, so there's that. That's not. Alright. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. Alright. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below you want to see next. You can follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at GW47S. You can check out my Discord at Goddrifter247sun Productions Going to Museum. And tomorrow, the first thing I'm gonna do is the do is this is a list of things that I want to see and need to see. As you know, the first thing I want to do is what most people want, what I want in Car X Street. Um, also, like I said in the comments that I left on the Car X Street Racing level 49, I need to redo the live stream because well, there's no dialogue, not dialogue. There was no voiceover to go along with the gameplay, so that was very unfortunate. Um, let's see. So there's that. Um, so literally, Formula Drift, let's see, Car X Drift Racing Formula Drift is pushed back to another to the week after next. So there's that, and last certainly not least, I'm actually last certainly not least, um, Saturday is going to be the first episode of the first episode on fictional creative character backgrounds. Anyways, hope you guys have a dope Thursday. This is Goddrifter signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.